G'day, it's Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube, and today we're going to check out the brand new SwitchPod. It's the brand new vlogging tripod, come from the boys at SwitchPod. I picked mine up at Vid Summit. As you can see, I've got a limited edition Vid Summit SwitchPod. So what is a SwitchPod? Well, let's get into it. The SwitchPod is a vlogging tripod. So you start off with something like this, which is like a vlog, like a stick. And then if you want to go and drop them and put it down and speak to the camera, you can simply just, if you're right-handed, flick them out, they flick into place. You've got a tripod, you can just put that straight down. It's got little pads on the bottom so you can put that down quite easily. Look, when you pull it back together, there are some magnets just to hold them in place. Although it's not nothing strong or anything like that, but they do stay in place, so far for me anyway. And you can basically grip the tripod like this. Let me get it in shot here. You can grip it like this. You can grip it two-handed if you want to. Quite versatile. Now, what can you mount on this? You can mount your cell phone, like I have. You can mount a DSLR, mirrorless camera, any of that sort of get-up. You can see in some of the examples I'm showing you now that it's quite versatile. What you can put on this screw mount. The screw mount is a standard tripod screw mount. You can mount all sorts of things on there. And in addition, which I didn't find out about until I was looking into it a little bit more recently, is there's actually some holes in the side here where you can actually mount other things like an add-on to put like a mic or a light or something like that on your camera. So it's pretty cool what you can do with the SwitchPod. I've played with this a little bit when I was in Los Angeles. You can see some footage that I'm rolling now from Venice Beach in California, where I just shot some random stuff using this very iPhone 8 Plus. I had the microphone just mounted on the top here because I've just happened to have a cold shoe on this particular phone mount. So, you know, the things that you can do with the SwitchPod are quite versatile when it comes to vlogging and getting outdoors and just running with it. This is a pretty sturdy structure. It's made of aluminium or aluminum, depending on where you're from. You've got this section here is quite all metal construction as well, so it's quite solid. There's no plastic, there's no flimsiness to it. It is all legit in regards to the build of it all. So you can see we've held it up there to get an idea of the shape of it. The shape is conducive to get the camera a little bit further away for vloggers. So you can see that if I go this way, there's quite a difference. If I step the right part of the frame, you can see if I put my arms out, that's quite a ways away. So if you had a standard selfie stick, that would just be a direct selfie stick. You'd have to sort of angle it, and the balance would get off. You'd be top heavy. It'd be very hard to mount a DSLR or mirrorless to a selfie style stick. And the other thing that people quite often use were like a Joby style gorilla pod, where they would put all the legs together and bend them in a sort of an arc to get that sort of angle or lean that vloggers are looking for. But this SwitchPod is great. It gives you that vlogging style camera, so I'd certainly highly recommend it if you're into vlogging at all. If you're a vlogger, this is probably the tripod for you, in addition to all the other tripods you're using. Like right now, the camera that I'm recording this on is mounted on a proper Manfrotto tripod with a fluid head. Now that's not a vlogging style thing. That's a studio / locational thing. But here, for vlogging, you want to get around. You want to get around quickly. You're moving. You're on your feet, and you're on the go constantly. I've seen people running around with Canon M50s on this. I've seen people with full DSLR get-ups. I've seen people with cell phones like myself here shooting stuff on the SwitchPod. Now, if you want more information on the SwitchPod, then I suggest you go check out the SwitchPod website, but I've also got a link below where you can check out more information. If you even want to purchase a SwitchPod for yourself, if you're a vlogger and you haven't got one yet, you didn't get one in the Kickstarter, then you can also use that link to order yourself a SwitchPod or 2 or 3, however many you need. So I really encourage you to go check out the SwitchPod. It's quite solid. Now, if you saw Cody Warner's video, he had some trouble after using that with the legs just sticking together, and what he did is just added some small magnets in between the legs that would hold it in place while he was in vlog mode, and then that seemed to do the job for him as well. But the ones I've got here seem to do the job at the moment. What are your thoughts on the SwitchPod? Have you heard of the SwitchPod before, or is this the first time? Let me know in the comments below, and let's discuss it. If you have any questions about the SwitchPod, you can ask me in the comments as well. But for further information, make sure you click that link that is down in the description to go and check out the SwitchPod for yourself on their website. Well, this is Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube, and I'll catch you later.
Subscribe to Doug Hewson YT for more tech for content creation.